I would like to apologize in advance because this girl might swear once in a while, but we are grown up, okay? You know what? I talk too much. Let's just start. So the topic today is cooking for your boyfriend giving him husband privilege? Or is it wrong to cook for men even though you're not married? I understand that everybody has their own beliefs and value and principle. You know what? Let's just do that again. So I understand that everybody has their own beliefs and principles and values, and they were raised different ways. You know, this is fine. The problem that I have is with those girls who feel the need to be very sour and bitter, a little bit negative about that topic. I can understand that you go online and you say, for instance, I don't feel comfortable cooking for a man even though we are not married. This is one thing, but you don't have to be very aggressive about the topic and saying like, fuck this, like, why should I do this? He's not my man. If you want me to cook for him, you need to put a ring on it. But why should you do that? Because clearly you can't even show him that you can care for him, but you want him to put a ring on it. I mean, I understand that cooking for a man is not the only way to take care of a man or to show him that you can take care of him, but it's surely one of them. So I think that you also need to do your part to show the person that, you know what, you are actually worthy of that title, or you are someone that I can put a ring on it. I'm saying that because the video that sparkled me making a video was a girl who was literally making instant noodle. She's opening the instant noodle, but she doesn't even open it properly. She just stir it just a little bit, just so she can put a little bit of water inside, and then she popped the thing in the microwave. Then she takes the instant noodle out, and then she said something like, and that's how I'm going to give it to him because he's not my husband. And she pulled a middle finger. I mean, this is so not necessary. And then, I'm sorry, but even though you're not someone who wants to cook fancy meal and all that, you're going to serve your boyfriend that you love instant noodle. You're not even going to make the effort of putting it in a plate. So this is how that girl is telling me that because that guy is not her husband, she's just going to serve it like that. I mean, I think it's a little bit sad, okay? And I mean, I also want to know something. When some girls say that they want to cook, they don't want to cook fancy meal for the guy because they're not their husband. What is your definition of fancy exactly? I mean, even something like chicken stew, some rice and some salad, you want to call that fancy? You can't do that. So that boyfriend that you love, he deserves what? Bologna sandwich, cheese sandwich, instant noodle in the cup.
Not even on the plate.
I mean, I just don't understand why some of them acting as if we're asking them to cook a 3-course meal. Meanwhile, it's just something simple. Some people might feel like I felt the need to make a video about it because I feel concerned or targeted, if you can say even. You know what, ne? Fuck yes, okay? I was one of those girls. When I was a girlfriend, I used to make meal for my boyfriend who's now my husband. You know what? Let's go deeper. I am not a relationship expert, okay? So please don't quote me on everything I'm saying. I'm just talking based on my own experience as well as what I've seen. To me, whether you should cook for a man or not, whether or not you are married, depends on what type of girl you are, what type of guy you are with, and the type of relationship. Because if you're friends with benefits or fuck buddies, I'm sorry, but we don't care basically if you don't want to cook for the person because your relationship ain't going nowhere. By nowhere, I mean that it's not serious. We are talking about people who don't want to cook because people are not their husband. So you have first the type of girl who cooks to impress the guy, to keep him, or she thinks that it's going to keep him. In the relationship, she usually gives 95%, he gives 5%. The guy is clearly gone. He's maybe in a relationship physically, but that's all. is using her, and clearly the relationship is going nowhere. Everybody can see that, she can see that, but you know what? She's blind. I don't know, maybe she's desperate for a relationship or she has a low self-esteem. She can see that that guy is not really into it, but she still is very persistent. So that girl is going to do more. She's going to clean, she's going to wash the dishes, she's going to wash his clothes, she's going to cook. That's the one who's going to cook 3-course meal. This one shouldn't be cooking, okay? If you cook, I will tell you, like, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be giving so much in a relationship when you get so little back. And then number 2, you have those other girls. Shame. Those one, they are dating a guy who's making her believe that the relationship is going somewhere. That's the guy who will occasionally, you know, talk about marriage, and he's going to ask you things like, so how much do you think the lobola costs? How much do you think your parents are going to ask? So my poor sister, when she hears things like that, she's gone. She's already thinking about the traditional wedding, which hairstyle she's going to get. She's already picturing herself walking down the aisle.
Hey girl, I'm getting married. Cooking those meals really worked.
And you know what? She's not wrong, because when the guy is asking those things, those type of questions, you're going to think that, okay, that guy is serious about me. He's thinking about marriage, about children. So obviously, this type of girl is going to want to do things. Meanwhile, the guy doesn't intend to marry her. But he knows that if he makes her believe that she's going to keep doing those extra things for him, she's going to keep on taking care of him, she's going to keep on cooking for him, he keeps the dream alive so he can get all those things. In a way, we can say that he's using her. But this type of girl, I understand. True, she shouldn't be cooking because the guy is clearly playing her. For her, she's not cooking in vain. She thinks that the relationship is going somewhere. So all those things that she's doing for the guy are worth it. You know, for her, she's basically practicing for future wifey cooking skills, you know. She's out there doing the thing, doing the part. She's feeling herself. And like, no way, we're going to be married. I'm going to do this. And zero. We can't really blame her, okay? I understand why this type of girl will cook, even though she should not. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive to the third category. The girl who cooks for her boyfriend because she thinks that he fully deserves it. Let me tell you something. There are girls out there who are dating real men. Not boys, men. A guy who treats her well, who gives her time, who takes care of her emotionally, is there for her to listen to her worries and everything, physically, you know what I mean, financially. Those guys will feel responsible for you, even though they don't have to, because clearly you're not their wife, you're just a girlfriend. I'm not saying that to be mean, but that's the truth. A man of his word and a man of action, and a man who make things happen for her. Story time! So let me tell you something. When I talk about a man of his word, a man of action, and a man that make things happen for her, I talk about my own experience. So in order to complete my degree, I needed an internship, and I was trying to apply at so many places, and I couldn't get anything, and it started to stress me. And one day I was talking to Alino on the phone, and then I was crying, telling him that I can't find anything. It's really stressing me. I won't be able to graduate if I don't find an internship by this time. And that's what I like with Alino. When I come to him with a problem, he put himself on a solution mode. I need to find a solution. That's a man. So he was like, you know what? Don't worry. There's a lot of guest house around where I stay. I'm going to go there and ask them if they would like an intern. And then you know what? There's that one down the street. There are always a lot of cars parked there. They're very busy. I'm going to go there and I'm going to ask them if they want, if they would like an intern. And that's exactly what he did. And then guess what? I got the job. And that's the reason why I was able to graduate. And I felt very grateful towards that, you know, because I had friends, they finished when it comes to the subject, but they graduated a year after because they couldn't find an internship before the deadline. So sometimes I say things like, I didn't know is the reason why I was able to complete. It was there for me when I was doing the whole wig making business. Sometime when Alino would come to my place, I would ask him on his way if he could pick up some hair, some bundles, so he can bring the hair to me. I will make the wigs and he will drop the hair back to the place. Sometimes he will send me hair time and data so I can call my clients. It would help me sometimes by giving me lift to pick up hair and wigs and bundles to client. He didn't have to do all of that because it wasn't his responsibility. Okay, so tell me something. When you have a man who does so many things, and this is just a couple of examples, I'm pretty sure other people have similar examples. You want to tell me that you would have a problem with cooking a meal just because that guy didn't marry you? But you can see that in that relationship you give so much and he gives back so much too. Sorry, but if a man treats me like that, I will cook him 1,000 meals even though we are not married. And that's exactly what I've done. I'm not ashamed. I was out there, I was cooking, I was washing stuff. I had a chat with my husband, and then I'm so glad that we are on the same page when it comes to that topic. I think that most girls who speak like that, the one that are very bitchy about it and very sour and negative, they speak like that because either they are not in a relationship, and if they are in a relationship, I don't think that it's serious. I think they are dating just to date, because I sincerely think that when a girl is happy and then she's in a relationship where she can clearly see that the man she's dating has a great potential to be a great husband and a great father for her kids, and he treats her well, where she can see that the relationship is clearly going somewhere. I know that you can never be 100% sure that the person is going to marry you, but there are just some signs where you know you are close. I just don't think that when you're dating a man that has all the qualities that I've talked about, you know, he cares about you and treats you well and all that, I don't think that you are going to stress about things like, should I cook before marriage? And that's the reason why I think that this is just a number that I put on my head. It's not a real statistic, but I really think that more than 80% of women who are now married were cooking for their husband when they was just dating, because they felt that the relationship is going somewhere, that man is serious, he does so much for me, let me do something nice for him. It's true, it doesn't have to be cooking, but sometimes cooking is a way to. I personally think that it will come naturally. By naturally, I mean like it's not going to think that will bother you, because you will feel like he deserves it, or it's not a problem, he does so much for me, this is just me doing something for him. It's just food. Chill the fuck down. I understand that you should not give your whole self to a man before marriage, and you should not, okay? I personally believe that women should have a little bit of mystery now. It's very sexy. I also understand that everybody is different. Everybody's relationship is different. What works for you might not work for someone else. So if someone decides that she doesn't want to cook before marriage, it might work for a relationship where the guy is like, you know what, okay, I understand. And someone might try to do the same thing and the guy is going to say like, no. All I'm saying is, I don't think it's good to put those sort of limitation and rules in your relationship. Because when you do those things, you need to understand that this can go two ways. You're not only the one in the relationship who can start making rules like that. Imagine the guy saying things like, you know what, from now on, when we're going to eat outside, we're only gonna go to Steers and McDonald's and KFC. So basically the guy is telling you that he's only going to take you to fast food. So no proper restaurant, okay, when you can have a nice dinner, just you eating fried chicken and coleslaw salad. And his reason could be that you're not his wife, you're just a girlfriend, so he doesn't feel like he should invest himself too much or so much in the relationship by taking you to those fancy places. So what are you going to say now? Are you going to be happy?
I think the fuck not.
You need to understand that you're not the only one who can pull those type of rules. So I want to finish this video by saying, do what your heart is telling you to do. Do what you feel like doing. Don't feel like you need to put those rules and limitations in your relationship. You don't have to do that, okay? It's not a problem if you decide to cook or if you want to cook some meal for your boyfriend before you guys get married. If you feel like you have a good man and in your heart you feel like he deserves those meals, it's something that I want to do because I want to show my love and that I care for him, then do it. Don't follow those girls who make those videos about you shouldn't do that, he's not your husband. You're not gonna go to hell for cooking for a man who's not your husband, okay? It's not fornication, it's just a meal. Chill the fuck down. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to hit the notification bell. Please, I want to hear what you have to say about this topic, so don't forget to leave a comment below. I'm not here to fight with you guys. I'm really keen on hearing different opinions and what other people have to say, as well as what drives those opinions, what worked for you. Is it something that you're doing currently? Is it something that you would like to do, but because of those videos you started to think that maybe you should not? Did I change your mind? Please let me know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.